there everyone, my name's Miranda and today I'm here to review the Fifth Wave movie adaptation, and boy was this movie terrible. Like honestly, this may be one of the worst book to movie adaptations I have ever seen, like worse than Percy Jackson for me. And to be fair, Fifth Wave is a very hard book to adapt because it's constantly flashing back between past and present and different storylines, different characters, so I understand that it's not so cut and dry like, oh, let's just like make it an easy movie. But still, these people like didn't even try, whoever wrote this movie. It was awful. The movie starts out like the book with Cassie in the convenience store where she shoots the soldier that she thinks is an other possibly, and it's supposed to be really intense and really creepy, and mostly you were just kind of like, oh, because it didn't feel intense or creepy or anything. It just felt like, oh, she just shot someone. Then it flashes back to a party where everything's normal and Ben Parrish is there, and you start to be like, okay, we're gonna have like her normal life and establish that beforehand, but literally everything that happened with her normal life happened in like 5 minutes, so I didn't give two craps about anything that happened. Like, everything is normal, and then all of a sudden it's like aliens are here. It's like, oh, okay, let's take time to process that. Nope. Then the first wave is here. Oh my gosh, a plane just crashed. Let's take time to process that. Nope. Second wave, earthquake. Oh my gosh, that's devastating. People just died. Literally no time to process that before the third wave is there. It literally just happened like boom, boom, boom. So you didn't get the effect of the waves and how devastating they were. Like in the book, they tell you how many people died, and it's devastating. It's completely mind-blowing to see how easily the aliens were able to take over and kill everyone. But in the movie, it's just like, oh, earthquake with Sammy and Cassie. That sucks. Awkward shot of, I think, in Japan with people like trying to run around and outrun it, and then there's that one lady standing there like running is futile, and you're like, what is happening? And the disease was the stupidest thing of all, because it's like you see her friend Liz, who we met 5 minutes ago and is supposed to be like her best friend, but like literally you think like, oh, maybe she'll have a bigger part in the movie. No, literally never see her again, and Cassie just happens to somehow wander onto this quarantine site that no one's supposed to be on because her mom freaks out that she's there and is like, Cassie, you're gonna get sick. It's like, what? Why did you just let her come up on a bike then? Like, shouldn't there be soldiers? It just made no sense. And then you're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna get sad. We're gonna see her mom get sick and it's gonna be really sad. Nope, mom just dies. Like, literally, we just see the grave that says mommy, and I'm like, what? Like, she was just alive and perfectly fine in the last scene, and now it's her grave. Like, nothing emotional, nothing sad, just grave. And I'm like, okay. So by this point, we're like 10, 15 minutes into the movie, and we're already at the camp that Cassie and her dad and her brother go to, and instead of being like a fort military that actually like made sense like security-wise, like why you would all go and make it a rallying point, this is literally like a summer camp. Like, I was looking around, there's a pool, there's tents, there's literally like those awkward signs you always see at camps that are like, this way to the pool, this way to the cafeteria. Like, they're literally at a camp. I'm like, what? Are you serious? Like, there's no protection or anything. And then I was finally like, okay, so they didn't really do good with her family and making me feel like emotional and sad about that, but maybe like we'll finally see her start to bond with the people here, and it'll be really sad when the soldiers come and kill everyone. No, literally, like, it seemed like the next day, like Cassie was there for one day and then the soldiers showed up and it was like, okay, all right. And the soldiers, like, I don't know if they were trying to like it seem mysterious, like we don't know what's happening, but like the soldiers, they like killed people because one of the guys started trying to kill them, so you were kind of like, oh, that's strange. Cassie was actually let on the bus, it's just that she didn't go with Sammy because he forgot his teddy bear. She had to run back and get it, and the bus took off without her. Really? Like, oh, this movie was crap. And then it was just like, it didn't have any of the intense scenes that made the book so great. Like, one of my favorite scenes is when that soldier shoots Crisco in the face, because you see how bad they are. He's an unarmed civilian. Yes, he's a little creepy, but still he's unarmed, and they shoot him point blank in the face, and Cassie sees it, and Cassie realizes she needs to get out of here. Instead, it's like she sees, I don't know, like a mass fight going on with guns, and just like gets like really freaked out and like runs into the woods, drops the bear like 5 times, and is all of a sudden like, I need to get my brother back. Like, for all she knows, they're still the good guys. They just shot all those people because they were getting shot. Like, I don't know why all of a sudden she was like, I need to save my brother. I was like, for all you know, they're the good guys. Oh, it was so stupid. And then when she met Evan, oh my gosh, Evan. Alex Rowe did a better job than I thought he would do, honestly, but like, Evan was just so like, they ruined his character. He wasn't as funny as he was in the books. He's super, like, funny in that super awkward way that I really love. They just ruined that at all. And then they also made it again, so like instead of being there for like weeks on end like she was in the books, she was there for like a week. And then she was like, okay, let's go get my brother. And he's like, okay, let's do it. Also made it seem like the aliens, the others, are just like out in the woods like zombies, like stalking everyone. Like she literally runs like 3 feet into the woods and then there's an other waiting for her. And I'm like, this isn't suspicious to you at all. You don't think they hear like Evan chopping wood or like shooting or any, like there's an other. They're just like walking around like zombies. And it's like apparently in the movie, it's like the others, the spies, they have sectors to report to. So they're like, Evan, why are you out of your sector? And it's so dumb. And that's how he ends up revealing himself to her. And she's like, what are you? What are you? And I'm just like, oh, help me, help me. And then he's going on about this whole thing how like, I was told that love is not real, that humans just use it to make people. But then I saw you through the scope of my rifle and I saved you. And I was like, oh, help me. Like, like Alex Rowe, I feel bad because he could have done so much better, but they just ruined Evan and Cassie's relationship. And they also ruined Cassie in general. It's such a disservice to Cassie in general because she is such a badass character and they reduced her to like nothing more than the little girl who falls in love and thinks she can save her brother but really needs help from the big strong guys. Like, honestly, I love Cassie. I think she's such a strong character, but watching this movie, had I not read the book, I would have been like, why they have that Cassie girl in there? They should have just made everything about Ben Parrish because his story was so much more interesting. It was so bad. Like, everything, it seemed like there was no time to get emotional or invested or connected to any of the story because it was always moving on to the next thing. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. This movie was just focused on getting us to the next part in the story, and I actually like the end the best because that's when the movie actually slowed the frick down and like actually let us catch up with what's happening and wasn't like just so concerned about getting on to the next thing, next thing, next thing. So, I don't know, it was weird, it was stupid. They definitely made like Ben and Evan and Cassie into like this awkward love triangle at the end. Cassie had like a 5-minute makeout session with Evan in front of Ben and I was just like, can we please stop? Like, I'm watching it with my dad and he's just like, doesn't she have a brother to find right now? I was like, yeah, that's the whole reason why they're in this military base with all these guns pointed at them, but let's just let her have her moment with her love of her life that she met last week. So overall, I just really hated the movie, if you can't tell. I give it 2 out of 5 stars. The only redeeming factor are that the 3 actors, the main kids, Grace Moretz, Alex Rowe, and Nick Robinson, they were very, very good. Nick Robinson in particular really impressed me, and I'm hoping they give him some more roles that'll actually show how good he is and that are actually 4 good movies. Alex Rowe as well did better than I thought he would. Like, he was good. I thought he was going to be, like, wooden and stiff, especially with the lines he had, but he played him pretty well. So, he has kind of a David Beckham voice, if you know what I mean. Whereas, like, he looks like he should be really rugged, but then his voice is higher pitched. So, it kind of threw me for a sec. But it fits Evan perfectly, because it would work, like, if he had more awkward, funny lines. That voice would have been perfect. So, overall, this movie was crap. If you're interested in it, just read the book. Don't even see this movie unless, like, it's not even like Percy Jackson, where you can watch and laugh. Like, you're just, like, watching this and you're angry because it doesn't make any sense. And things are happening, but they're happening so quickly that you have no emotional attachment to them, that you're like, I don't care at all. I don't. So, if you have seen The Fifth Wave, please feel free to leave your thoughts about the movie down below in the comments. And also make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And subscribe to my channel down below to be able to make all sorts of new videos. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!